And see again, Oyster Cracker Man and Bernard, as you guys fight over the blue. See how they look silly riding their bikes, their teeth all messed up. And how about that? And tell man, would you know maybe that people in the past didn't want you to look like that, but you and Bernard and the group of you wanted to go to Hatches and the war over it with the Negroes and stuff? So you guys didn't care before, but now you care and you want it. And see, that's why I didn't want you and your group doing it, Bernard, because it proves that you guys were the ones fighting over it. The massive onslaught. And so again, Bernard and Perlita Dave, if you guys get them to do it down there, it's not like ghetto style, it's not country and western. If he does it, it's not even the run that you think. So beware, Bernard, because they might do it, and it'll be nice and pretty, but you guys will have to do everything he tells you to do. And that's why they do that, Bernard, is to make sure they know that they can do something, or they have control over something. And see, that's why I'm getting sick and tired of the joke and stuff. I never wanted, like I said, I never wanted to leave or challenge it. It just gets old, man. Because that's all you guys will ever do. It's not even funny. I'm not interested in initiation. I'm not interested in ruling over, dominating over people and their lives. It's not why I got into it. And see, if you guys actually gave some of those other realities a chance, a real chance to grow, instead of going to war in the communities and battling over it, Bernard and your team, you would have probably gotten that result. And that's what irritates me, is because I can see the different levels of it, of where it started to take shape and then it was destroyed. So, Bernard and Oyster Cracker Man, instead of belting out rumors about how great you all are, Stan and Perlita or whoever else helped you build it, maybe all you had to do was listen to the certain right people and it would have taken form. But instead, you guys wanted the Carney Ghetto fight and all that other country and western stuff, to only turn around and find out that that's all what you guys originally wanted to do it anyway. And so now then we got to deal with Carney crybabies and the excuses as to why it didn't work. And so again, Bernard, they're already going to know things. Like I said, they do it to see who's willing to create something and who's willing to destroy it, who's willing to work, who's willing not to. So if he comes through you with Brian and them and they put it in, you guys won't be able to steal this stuff. You won't be able to do anything. If you touch it, then it's not yours. You have to, like I said, follow their rules. And it's not a ghetto. So that's why maybe Oyster Cracker Man there, 61 Amphibious Spaceman, and his friends got weird teeth and they're still fighting over the bikes and the blue hats and claiming stuff. Maybe that's always been the problem out here, Bernard. Bernard, not everybody has knowledge of what's going on when they put in that stuff. So how are they going to be able to do anything? We weren't stupid fuckers 5 years ago. How has that changed now? You just build it up, like I said, with your team to get what you want. So you get somebody killed to rule over it. Well, they know now, Bernard and Karen, that's what you guys do. So if they are always the one having to do the mop up and clean up and the killing, they control you now, Bernard. Because they know you're too coward to do it yourself. Or Perlita, because you're there, Dave, poofing all over the place. So like I said, I'm not going to fight the man. He already knows who I am. Joe knows who I am. He knows the dispute. They know now what you people want. Not only what I want, but what you people want. But guess what, Bernard? Joe already knows I won't get what I want. Because I didn't get it a long time ago. But if the Robo Knight and Brian and all them teamed up and do it again, because I know they can do it, Bernard, you and Perlita and Dave, you won't be controlling it. And it's not ghetto. It's not bitten, Bernard. It's a process. A process which was interrupted before. And do you know why some of those guys go and leave and become secluded? Bernard, LaChance, and Perlita, and Dave, Ellery's and Jim Hallville Duvall, All-American, Attila 61 man. It's because they already know it's been fairy dusted and all that stuff before out here and problems, Bernard. And so they seclude themselves because they can only be around, basically tolerate certain kinds of people, so on and so forth. You, Bernard, and your carnies are the ones that force them out of their homes, either to go back up north to Canada or back down south, wherever it is. They know. What would you want me and Brian to do, Bernard? You're the ones that came and took over a domain of space that was already occupied. Spanish Armada. Well, you guys made fun of them at first, but now all of a sudden you want to kiss their ass because of the techno music? Do you just, Harry and them, make Dave and Perlita Messiah and they just come running out here? And then Minister Boy goes overseas, or whoever Joe goes overseas to take that piece? You guys don't even stop to consider who might have been in line first. But Bernard, when you make all that carny crybaby noise and do all that crap with Red Randy, then that's probably where maybe some of those guys go. They go down to their place and they stay secluded because they already know the problems that you guys will create. And I told you, Bernard, there's previous history coming up, previous history going down, that some of you don't know. And if they got theirs to work, it's like a key if they have a line. So if he got his key to work with all them down there, why should they care about what you people want, Bernard, when they saw you whine and waste time and carny dump them? David, they also know you had the ability to make one yourself, but maybe you guys couldn't make one because you and Bernard and Ellery stole it. There's another way to tell if it was stolen, David, and it doesn't belong to you, group of you. Those who are actually able to complete the job and those who were not. So again, Carney, Bernard, they might come, they might take care of me, but they've already know they killed me before, because it'll probably be the same person, and they'll have to. Joe knows they'll have to make it work. They may not like it, of course, again, because they figure out you guys kill family members and friends to do it, Bernard. And Mr. Man will come up through and, probably get it all nice and set in and pretty for you all, Bernard. But then he'll know with Brian and the rest of them that they control you and rule over the people, you group of you people, for something that they want and they can do. They get to control and rule over you wherever it goes. And like I said, Bernard, I'm agreeing with Robo Knight. I'd much rather die too, because I don't want to be controlled or ruled by African Americans or LGBT or any of that weird shit Elton and them brought up through. I wouldn't want to. Especially when I know they're taking away from my heritage and lineage and trying to tell me what to do with my own stuff. So, and that's one point I would agree. Maybe he didn't want to live because of me or whatever. I don't know what that excuse is. But I would have to agree. Why? When maybe, Bernard, what you believe it wasn't, and you guys imprisoned them, and it was free for them before the group of you came along. And so, and then you had Negroes and all these people telling them what to do. A carny, crazy surveyor and his team. So, some people might have went down there to learn from him, Bernard. And so if they got better and evolved and they bring it through, Karen and Bernard and the military help them and do a turquoise, as you all profess that it was yours when it never was really, Karen. I can guarantee you that. They'll bring it in, and you'll get to be ruled by the girl that you all profess that you thought you were, Karen, that you weren't, and Brian and them, and have to do what they say to do until the job is done. But I won't be there to help govern it anymore, because Joe and I know that they have to take me out to make it happen. And then they'll know you guys do it on purpose to get what you want, Bernard, but you don't have all the information because you guys won't allow me to evolve up and be with my friends. Now my friends know that that's all you'll ever do, Bernard and Karen and Dave, is kill me with bullshit excuses and bullshit stories, and then they'll have even more control over you for the rest of your existence as immortals on the planet Earth.